What is up, YouTube? JD here. I hope everyone out there is doing well today. Thank you guys for tuning in to watch today's video. Today is going to be another short little review. As you can see in front of you, I am talking about fidget pins. Specifically, I have the Tactile Turn pin here in copper that kind of matches up with my Ontario Rat 2, my R2D2 here with the Flatanium copper scales, which I am really still loving on this knife with that acid etch stone wash finish. I think that just looks really good. As you can see there, you're getting a little bit of patina going and it's really starting to come in nice. To match that particular carry, I do have here the Tactile Turn side action bolt pin in copper. And as you can see, I've had this for 2 or 3 weeks now, and it is starting to get a nice patina going to it. You can really see the difference here underneath the clip. And I will get a close-up of all of this for you guys, but I did want to talk about this pin because it was the first side click bolt action pin that I picked up. And it is very fidgety, but as you can hear, it is going to probably annoy some peers at work. But that's their problem, not mine.
Whatever.
It is a lot of fun to fidget with, but it actually is really ergonomic in the hand, and it really does write nicely. I do like the larger size because I do have bigger hands, so you may want to check out the mini if you're going to write with this particular pen and you have perhaps smaller hands. And if you have bigger hands than me, maybe you check out the original, which is just a touch bigger. One thing that I have noticed is when I'm actually holding the pen like this and I'm clicking, if I try to come in too close, I have written on my hand a little bit, no big deal, but it did take a little bit of getting used to. I do love the fact that it has this low profile looking bolt on it that is very smooth and rounded around the edge. It's just enough to catch for the action itself without being too sharp or too hot for the thumb to where it hurts. Of course, if you click it enough, your thumb probably will get sore. You'll probably get used to it and build up a little bit of resistance. But it doesn't really bother the thumb just playing around with it a little bit. From what I understand, it does take multiple refills. The entire pen has like this ribbed texture going to it, so it does make it really hard to tell where the break is for the refills. I really do like that. It's very simple and straightforward. It does have the spring on top of the actual cartridge that goes inside. Mine came with one cartridge, and it does, because it is copper, it does have a bit of weight to it. The clip's really nice. I'm not really much of one to clip these in my pants. I do clip this in my bag that I take to work and pull it out that way. I don't really use the organizers for these because, as you can see next to the Fisher Space Pen, these just take up too much real estate to use like that and put in the pocket. So I am carrying this in my bag, and I do pull it out on occasion at home to use it there as well. But I am really enjoying the Tactile pen. The next pen I actually kind of stumbled across when I was looking at photos of other people's carries out there on Instagram. And this one here is the Refyne titanium bolt action pen. And as you can tell, compared to the Tactile Turn, it is much smaller, thinner, and lower in profile. But it also, because it is titanium, is a very light pen. It does match up with my ZT here. That's all titanium, my Hinder Design 0562. The action on this is more of a check mark than it is the J that you saw earlier on the Tactile Turn. The action's pretty good, but I think between the titanium being smaller and the cylinder and the bolt itself being smaller, it does have a little bit of a higher click, whereas it has a little bit more bass on the Tactile Turn. I did try to record earlier to take a listen to see if you could tell the difference over the camera, and I really can't pick it up with my microphone, the difference between the two. Being that it is a little bit smaller, it is a little bit easier to write with. It does take multiple refills, And because it doesn't have the ribbed texture going up and down, it does depend on the tackiness of the satin finish that it comes in for you to be able to grip it. I have no issues with the grip. It does write really, really well. Really easy to get to. And it's styled very similar, where it has the spring on bottom, the refill goes in the spring, and you put the top on, and that's what delivers the pressure for the bolt action to actually work. A really nice pen. It is, and I'll try to get a close-up, my other camera, but it's Refyne with a Y, so R-E-F-Y. Links down in the description below for these as well. I think I forgot to mention that. I will do the long-term reviews. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these particular pens. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, and I will give you the long-term review to let you know how they're holding up, how the action's doing, how the barrel in these are holding up as well, sliding against the metal to see how they perform, and if there's any maintenance and how often I had to do that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate it. Peace.